What is going on? I'm zmoT. We are back. Update day 2. Most things are coming along, but as you can see, we still don't have instant training in the store on iOS. Apparently Android it's working, so I have to assume it's coming soon. One thing of note, the Crab Shadow has appeared 12 hours 27 minutes from now. Hint, I will not be streaming tonight. That's like 10 o'clock my time. Not bad, but I like to stream for a couple hours. So we'll do that tomorrow instead of tonight. Now, the trader brought all 3 prototypes. This is the prototype crab. On the sad note, typically when she brings like Lasertrons, you can buy some cheap gold. Obviously, with this one, you can't do that because she brought all 3. Lasertrons, so good. Critter cannons, I gotta say, critter cannons with Gramps are gonna be op. Throw some critter cannons out there, throw the Bombardiers in behind them, and I think it's gonna be super strong. I can't show you on this account though, because this account does not have the Bombardiers. Now, those of you who had the Bombardiers likely noticed if you had them loaded, you lost them. They've reset to level 1. That was a bug. We got to try them out on level 5 for a little bit of fun. But now we need to spend the gold to get them upgraded. We're going to do the imitation game today. And then at the end of the video, don't go away just yet. I'm going to show you how I've been using Bombardiers briefly. They're very good. I've got a couple strategies I've been using, and they're working incredibly well. And I think they're only going to get better. I've also checked with some very strong players, the best players in the game, as a matter of fact, those who are pushing the leaderboard, and checked how they're using them. And so we'll go over that quickly. I'm not going to give any spoilers because then what's the point of you guys sticking around? I got to try to get you guys. I think my average view length is somewhere in the neighborhood of like 3 minutes and 57 seconds. So I'm going to work on getting your attention. Maybe just throw it. But wait, there's more later on in the video. Maybe give away a prize in the middle of the video. Let me know in the comments what you think needs to be happening. Maybe you get bored of me after 3 minutes. There's a sex joke in there somewhere, and since we're geared towards 13 plus, I can say that. I think this whole YouTube thing, I'm a bit baffled by. I typically have tried to keep it clean, just because I don't entirely know the rules. But I swear way more often and make way more crude jokes in real life. So. Do let me know if you like the sort of subtle humor, like calling it an adult beverage, or if you don't mind a bit of mixing in of real life zmoT lingos, or where you're at. So let's get all sorts of shocks out. We're using Zookas just because. There's no real reason at this point. What I'm looking for is imitation game. I want to see HQ23 buildings start to appear in imitation game. I really don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but that's going to be a good indication for me that they're keeping imitation game new and fresh and exciting. So if you guys ever do see HQ23 buildings or mines, please do let me know. And I'm amazed. Actually, I'm going to quickly show something on the leaderboards after this attack. I'm not going to retreat, as I have done an imitation game way too many times. There's nothing worse than accidentally retreating on imitation. I guess there's many things that are worse, actually, but it's not super awesome to retreat on imitation game because bad things happen. So we're going to park in the blind spot of this rocket launcher. Please, people, don't put your rocket launchers next to your core, because anyone who can get near the core, be it warriors or Zookas or whatever, can just sit in that blind spot. So HQ23 has been out for a day now, and there are a ton of XP66s out there. I haven't seen any XP67s yet. I'll have to check back. I'm not sure if that's even possible, but what I wanted to show you is if you have a look at the leaderboard, I'm kind of amazed that they've got all level 22 landing crafts. There is an HQ23 there, so that's a bit different than yesterday. I think China must have been sleeping when the update came out, but if you look through the updates, look here, the level 65s all the way down until we get to like 37, I think it was. Let's have a quick look here. 35. So Oh, look at that. XP37. Boom. Look at that. That's the first 67 I've actually seen. So this person spent a boatload of diamonds. Oh my gosh. Now, one thing I've noticed from the leaderboard players is they've all been doing their mortars, but this person did their rocket launchers and cannons. I'm kind of curious as to why they did cannons, but maybe cannons get awfully close to boom cannons. So that's something that I would recommend. If you're curious about your upgrade order and you want to actually have strong defenses, check out the leaderboard players. I can't believe there's a 67. That's awesome. Maybe we'll actually even see a 68 because they still have quite a few upgrades to go. They've got machine guns and mortars, and have they got their storages upgraded? Nope, no storage is upgraded. So very, very interesting to see. Last night it was only a 66. Now it's a 67, so that's pretty interesting. But the fact that this just shows the resource. These guys get raided so often that they're often short on gold and resources. So this level 67 spent a ton of cash. So I gotta say, I love it when I see people stuff like that, because for those of you who play for free, that person just floated like 3 days worth of server time or something ridiculous like that. So let's keep going. One thing I wanted to show you is check out, we're gonna look in Triangle 9. That is my main task force. Check this out. We've got 66, 1, 2, 3, only 365? Okay, so 366s. I am so incredibly close on my account to being 66. When I log in next, it might actually bump up to 66. So I got my rocket launcher upgrading. I got my other rocket launcher upgraded. I figure rocket launchers, as you saw by the leaderboard base, rocket launchers play the most havoc against the most troop types. So that's what I went with. Let me know what you guys are upgrading. I was very tempted to do boom cannons, but I figured rocket launchers were a little bit more likely to be useful. My gut reaction was to do boom cannons just to get those single shot built like tanks down, for example. But rocket launcher seems like the best choice to me. Then I'm going to go mortars. Landing crafts have been held off for me so far. I really do want to do landing crafts, but I don't use rifles very often. I do love me some warriors, but I've got a few gold upgrades to happen before I upgrade my warriors. So I did upgrade my grenadiers to max. They are incredibly fun. That doesn't have anything to do with the level. They're just fun. Like level 1 grenadiers are fun. So I'm assuming that level ups, I gotta get this shock back here as well. That was not my prettiest attack, but Imitation Stage 4 goes down. I wish I could use Gramps for this, but Gramps on Imitation Game is just going to be fairly crystal. I've been lucky with the crystals the last couple of weeks, it feels like. So please do let me know in the comments if you care if I use my low level or my max level. My general feeling is the low level struggles more. Max level attacks aren't exciting, I don't think, because you can just drop troops. You don't even have to think or try. You can just drop troops and you can take down the Imitation Game for the most part. Obviously, and that's the thing, is that I see a lot of people say like, oh, this is the best troop combo ever, and they're super convinced that they're accurate and right because they can take down like 400 VP bases or 500 VP bases. But that's why I like to go talk to the leaderboard players, see what they're using, see what they're thinking, because when they say it can take down any base, it's accurate. When someone who has like 600 VP says it can take down every base, it's generally just horse doo-doo. I was going to say horse baloney, but horse baloney wouldn't taste very good, I don't think. Maybe it would. Eating horse is illegal in most countries, I think. Apparently, it's a big thing in some places. I'm totally on a tangent. If you've ever eaten horse, let me know in the comments. If you think that's disgusting, also let me know in the comments. One of the best meals I ever had was warthog, to be honest, Hakuna Matata, but that was in South Africa, where they eat all sorts of stuff in South Africa. So level 20, I was hoping to see that was going to be level 23 upgrading, but again, rocket launchers next to core. People, don't do it. Now, why I'm using a barrage is I'm hoping to get some GBE back. And we did, so that's good. We're going to drop our smokes first. You should always drop your smokes first. I know I don't do that terribly often, but you always should drop your smokes first. Now, those Zookas are not... If you're hit by a shock blaster, the Zookas, actually all troops, stop walking. So you need to use a flare to get them. They stop listening to flags once they're hit by a shock launcher or shock blaster. That, I don't know if I think that's a bug, but it's been in the game for so long, it's a feature at this point. So I'm going to actually get rid of this mortar as well. That way we don't have to shock anything behind us. I really do like it when I can shock things that are only in front of me, and that rocket launcher is going to explode my face, so we're going to use medkits. Didn't even get a shot off. That is the magic of the delay, people. Please, if you don't know what the delay is, please ask in the comments, because that rocket launcher got 0 shots off, and if it did, with that boosted ice down there, it might have melted our faces. But brick, delay, magic, goodness. Let's have a look at stage 7. Ooh, a shield. I like it when there's a shield. Now, we're going to do the baller approach, and we're just going to try and melt that shield. Probably, likely, a bad idea, especially because I'm going to bring a boat of heavies or 2 to clear mines. Now, bringing 2 boats of heavies is a great idea when you're a max level and have 8 boats. With 7 boats, you probably should be using brick to clear mines, but I don't want to do that. So what am I gonna do here? This looks like you could maybe shock all 4 of these buildings. I'm gonna try, or you know what? I'm just gonna shock here, and then we'll just get her done. I'm torn, because I could maybe burn that core, if not for all the mines here. So we're just gonna bring I'm not gonna have enough damage to finish this, I don't think, because there's just too many mines for me to clear and too much stuff, and so we're just going to bring what we can bring, and we'll just go from there. So I'm going to drop my heavies up front and then my Zookas in behind. Super important, because that allows your heavies to clear all of the mines you need gone. And then we're going to walk up here. So far so good on the walk. Just getting all of I just said so far so good, and then it's not so good. Somehow I managed to avoid all those mines with my heavies. How did that just happen? Did you guys see that? My heavies got super skinny and avoided the mines and died. So we're going to get rid of this mortar right here is my plan. Just trying to clear a little bit of a kill zone for us. Then I'm going to use the rest of my GBE on this machine gun that's in behind us, just to make a nice little kill zone. That was absolutely ridiculous. I can't even believe that I had 2 boats of heavies and they all squirted past, and brick for that matter. Ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. But now we can switch to all Zooka and hopefully take this down. That was insane. The whole point of the heavies was to clear mines, and we cleared a total of 0 mines. I don't think I could pull that off ever again. If you guys can try that attack, please see if you can pull that off. I think that was one of those 1 in a million, never happen ever. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that in all my years of playing Boom Beach, which is many years at this point. So I don't think we've lost the delay, but it's very touch and go at this point. Oh, my screen has water on it or something. That's not going to help. So we're going to get our smokes nice and wide. I'm going to go 1 and 2 into here, and hopefully we have the delay, and hopefully we can take this base down. We do have 3 shocks, which is fantastic. That's going to be a big deal. Now we're going to shock in here, and over here. Did I get it? Yes. Barely. Okay, so down goes stage 7. Definitely a little bit more drama than I was after, but the fact that we got rid of that mortar there and that machine gun there on that attack managed to make it so that mortar... Oh, boom. Managed to make it so that it was manageable. I mean, that mine walk was insane. I've never, ever seen heavies and Zookas walk that way in all of the 5 years I've been playing this... 5.5 years I've been playing this game. Gotta say, Boom Beach, kudos to you, because 5.5 years of a mobile game is bananas. Supercell's been pretty good that way. I'm going to switch accounts. We'll be back in like 4.5 seconds. Talk to you soon. Okay, so here we go. This is the troop loadout right here. So what it is basically TGM, Tank Grenadier Medic, taking out some of the tanks, throwing in some Bombardiers, and getting Bullet with energy drink out front. Now, you can also get rid of the medics if you so choose, depending on your skill levels, but this is a very, very strong... I think I lost a total of like 2 troops clearing my entire map unboosted yesterday using this. Obviously, we had level 5 Bombardiers. But the beautiful thing about Bombardiers is they have a little bit more range than Grenadiers. It's like half a tile. So they actually stand behind the Grenadiers, which is fantastic because Bombardiers are the most expensive troop in the game now. They've actually taken over for Cryoneers. So on the leaderboard, you're going to start seeing people have all Bombardiers loaded because they... Now, if you've never seen people with all Cryoneers loaded, the reason is it takes gold and puts it into troops so it can't be stolen when people raid you. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, please do let me know. Now, on this account, we've got Bullet level 8. He's still upgrading. I've got my Armory still upgrading. So, a little bit behind. It did not have any diamonds to use. So, we're going to have to wait on that. But I'm going to skip Imitation Game, and we're just going to scout a random base, and I'm going to hopefully be able to show you... That's not a super amazing base, but... What I'm going to show you is how I like to use Bombardiers. This is not a good example, but I figured if I can do it on a bad example, I can do it on a good example. So most bases, you can smoke to the back and just absolutely, absolutely crush them. But the thing about Bombardiers is they cost some GBE to land. So you're going to have to be a little bit careful about how many Bombardiers you use. And so what I've been doing is the exact same way that I wreck bases using Scorchers. I've been using Bombardiers exactly the same way. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to drop my 2 Bombardiers at the front, and they're going to get us some extra GBE. Just please, please be aware that Bombardiers do not outrange mortars. So you need to be extremely careful where you put your Bombardiers. Otherwise, that mortar would have ruined our day. So you have to... Getting the flamethrowers, super, super safe. No big deal. And then just flare them to the back. You don't need more than 2. Now, these are only level 1 Bombardiers because we lost our level upgrade yesterday, obviously. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw some critters in there and 1 shock. And now this base is over. As long as I don't completely screw up, this base is done for. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep all of this stuff shocked, and Bullet's going to stand out front, and our Bombardiers are going to clear everything around us, and this base will go down. Now, this does not require a lot of skill. Smoking 1 boat of troops or 2 boats of troops is very, very easy. You just need to stay ahead of what you're doing, and we should be good. We should not lose any troops. You just have to be aware of where Bullet's standing. That I was a little bit afraid that sniper tower was going to go for our Bombardiers, and now we're done. Like, this base is completely, completely ruined. As long as Bullet, we're going to get 1 more energy drink just to make sure. But please, please do give that a try. Smoking Bombardiers is much, much easier than smoking Zookas or smoking Warriors or anything like that, especially if you just go to the back corner. Go to the back corner, that way you're guaranteed Bullet will get out front. I had lots and lots of I think I had 48 GBE when I got to the back of the base or something like that, so this does not require a lot of statue support, and you can take down basically any base as long as your VP is below like 1200 or something like that. So obviously if it's a super icy base, you're going to have a bit of problems, but like right now, you see this base, we've got a grappler, but I'm fairly certain that grappler isn't, it's not going to range that back corner, so we're just going to drop some critters in here to clear all of these mines, because I'm probably going to need my barrage later on. And then 1 smoke, Bombardier, Bombardier, and then Bullet. Now, you might want to drop Bullet first, just in case there are some mines, because Bombardiers are fairly squishy troops. They do not have a lot of health, but hopefully this helped you. Please do give it a shot. Like I said, these kind of attacks, even if you're not a smoke player, really can be helpful, because they'll get you used to, like, all I'm doing is waiting, and as soon as you get close to the end of that smoke, throw my next smoke. Same thing here. Just slowly throwing your smokes one after the next and trying to stay ahead of it, and then get Bullet out front, and now we should be golden. I'm going to barrage this rocket launcher just to be on the safe side. and maybe throw. I think they have a boosted ice maybe at the front, a couple ice at the front. So not a big deal. We're gonna move all the way to the back now because I really don't want to deal with that grappler, and then should be good. Like this strategy does not take a ton of skill. It does not take a ton of practice. You just need to be aware of where your bombardiers are going to walk towards and then keep moving them away from that stuff. They're going to keep farming GBE. Because they're slightly further away from bullet, we're going to keep trying to keep them close. And then Bob's your uncle. I mean, with Grenadiers, you can't smoke them into tight spots. Like we couldn't smoke them back into this corner back here because Grenadiers like to play past the grenade and bad things happen. Bombardiers have such perfect aim that's not a concern whatsoever. So please do give them a shot. I mean, as you can see here, we lost 0 troops. We're gaining gold, we're gaining resources, and it's fun. I mean, people are going to see that they got raided by 2 boats of level 1 bombardiers and be sad. And that it's a little bit devious on my part, but I like when people look at their replay logs and go, they did what? Like anyways, you get the idea. Probably at some point here should flare the core just so that my bombardiers don't go too crazy. And now we're just going to use our GBE that we've gained over that whole back walking area so that we keep bullet alive. Hitting energy drink as soon as we have to. And down goes Big Wolf. Now they have at least 2 ice, probably more. Because I can't see them only having 5 statues. I wouldn't think. If they do, that's insane. A level 65 with 5 statues? I gotta go back and look at that base, because that seems very weird. Either they have statues hidden? What level is your sculptor? Level 8? Please, someone tell me that if you guys see statues somewhere on this base, please do let me know. Otherwise, this is just haywire. Level 65 at 700 VP with 5 statues, that's gotta be a first. Anyways, hopefully those bombardier tips helped you a little bit. As you can see there, those were level 1 bombardiers. Yes, they're much stronger when you get to them to max level 5, but they work. I mean, that's troop strategy. I'll do a bigger video on it later on, but I wanted to get that out there and so that you guys can see how I've been using them. Like I said, this combo works just as well if you don't want to smoke. Maybe we'll just do one video like that. The thing is, with this video, or this attack strategy, using TGBG or whatever the heck it's going to be called, you have to be a lot more careful about what's going on around you. Like, if we're drop bullet and then drop all the rest of our stuff, you have to watch tank, any combo of tank, grenadiers, and bullet without troop health. You have to watch so many different angles. We have to make sure that our tanks don't go close to that cannon up there. We got to make sure we got bullet with some health. Whereas by smoking to the back of the base, it just makes the attacks so much easier. We also have to make sure that back boom cannon back there doesn't get our troops. We got to make for the players that can pull off this type of attack strategy, you need a ton of skill. I am mediocre at it at best. So for example, those mortars were about to ruin my troops' lives on the right-hand side. It works very well. We're going to hopefully not lose a ton of troops over here. We'll find out in a second, but just smoking the bombardiers to the back of the base, I find works much better. See, we lost 1 Gramps there. Gramps probably stepped on a boom mine or a mine or something like that. So, we lost 3 troops. Boom. So, TG, what is that? That's going to be called tank TGBGM, like Gramps, or sorry, B, yes, it's not Gramps, it's a B, TG bullet, yeah, anyways. So this troop loadout will work very well, and variations of it on very difficult bases, but as you saw, the other loadout works on most bases anyway. So I would say just use 2 boats of bombardiers and have fun with it. I really do enjoy it. Hopefully you guys do as well. Let me know in the comments how you're using them. I really do think that bullet is the answer for... Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can find what the leaderboard's doing. Anyone up here? Let's see if they have any of them loaded. Because speaking to and listening to... Oh, look at that. Yeah, there you go. Critter cannons for the win. So Anyways, go through the leaderboard, see what troops they're using, and check out on Telegram and all that sort of fun stuff, because those are the players to listen to. I am not the player to listen to, other than the fact that I've been on the leaderboard. I've been up, I think I was at 1890 VP or something like that, but that was a different time, and Bombardiers are going to change the metas immensely. So anyways, that's it for me. As always, thanks for coming in. I'm zmoT. Peace!